And this is how modern factories produce luxury silver Cadillac limousines from start to finish.
Truckloads of automotive-grade steel and aluminum body panels arrive non-stop, starting the journey from raw material to silver Cadillac limousines.
Each pallet of automotive-grade steel is carefully drawn into the assembly plant, feeding the future frames of silver Cadillac limousines.
Inside the automotive limousine assembly plant, incoming steel and components flow into a tightly choreographed stream for silver Cadillac limousine production.
Each load of automotive-grade steel is scanned and weighed, registered into the system before it becomes part of a silver Cadillac limousine.
Digital tracking ties every shipment of raw steel and components to the exact silver Cadillac limousines they will eventually build. Guided by automated conveyors, raw steel is routed toward the lines where it will be shaped into the structure of silver Cadillac limousines.
Automated routing keeps steel, chassis components, and other raw materials flowing to exactly where each silver Cadillac limousine will be assembled. Bulk deliveries of automotive-grade steel coils are offloaded and staged, ready to be transformed into body panels for silver Cadillac limousines.
Each automotive-grade steel coil is identified and assigned, ensuring the right material feeds the presses that will form silver Cadillac limousine parts. From coil to cart, raw steel begins its controlled journey toward the lines that will shape silver Cadillac limousine bodies.
Pallets of complete engines enter alongside steel, bringing crucial powertrain components into the flow of silver Cadillac limousine production.
Automated vehicles move heavy engine pallets seamlessly, synchronizing raw components with the future chassis of silver Cadillac limousines.
Pre-assembled interiors enter the plant, joining steel and engines in the carefully timed flow toward completed silver Cadillac limousines.
Every rack of interiors is identified and routed, reserved for the exact silver Cadillac limousines it will eventually complete.
Organized storage transforms the chaos of raw components into a precise inventory, feeding silver Cadillac limousine assembly.
Bulk deliveries of paint materials are pumped into storage, ready to coat raw metal into the signature silver finish of Cadillac limousines.
Utilities and materials converge above and below, supporting the flow of raw steel and components toward their transformation into silver Cadillac limousines. With intake complete, streams of raw steel and components move through this doorway, ready for cleaning and preparation on their path. Automotive-grade steel enters material preparation, the first step in turning raw stock into silver Cadillac limousines. Guided across the prep hall, raw steel is queued to be cleaned and conditioned for assembly into silver Cadillac limousines. Oily automotive-grade steel blanks are peeled apart and sent one by one toward cleaning, preparing them to become parts of silver Cadillac limousines.
Degreasing jets strip contaminants from raw steel, ensuring every future silver Cadillac limousine panel starts perfectly clean.
Clean and dry, each steel blank leaves prep ready to be formed into the structural skin of silver Cadillac limousines. Automated vision checks verify that only perfect automotive-grade steel moves forward into silver Cadillac limousine manufacturing. Cleaned and verified, steel blanks are repalletized, ready for stamping into the bodies of silver Cadillac limousines. Aluminum body panels are unwrapped and exposed, joining the stream of raw materials destined to form silver Cadillac limousines.
With steel, aluminum, components, and silver paint all cleaned and prepared.
Dusted and neutralized, aluminum body panels leave prep ready to join steel in shaping silver Cadillac limousines. Chassis components are unpacked and staged, raw assemblies preparing to underpin future silver Cadillac limousines.
Grease and shipping residue are washed from chassis components, conditioning every part for integration into silver Cadillac limousines.
Under harsh spray, raw chassis metal sheds its grime, ready to support the weight and comfort of silver Cadillac limousines.
Cleaned and drying, chassis components leave prep lines ready for assembly beneath silver Cadillac limousines.
Interior components, part of the incoming raw materials, are unboxed and checked, ensuring every silver Cadillac limousine begins with perfect cabin pieces.
Dust and handling marks are removed from interior modules, preparing them to slide flawlessly into silver Cadillac limousines.
Bulk paint materials are filtered and conditioned, ready to coat raw metal with the signature silver of Cadillac limousines. Cleaned automotive-grade steel and aluminum now flow into the sorting hub, ready to be directed toward their roles in silver Cadillac limousines. Each stack of automotive-grade steel is identified and tagged, ensuring the right blanks reach the correct presses for silver Cadillac limousines. Automated diverters sort steel blanks by function, organizing the raw material stream that will shape silver Cadillac limousine bodies.
Robots restack automotive-grade steel into precisely organized loads, preparing each blank to be pressed into silver Cadillac limousine panels.
High-bay storage sequences steel blanks, feeding the presses that will transform raw material into silver Cadillac limousine body parts. Sequenced loads of automotive-grade steel line up at the press hall entrance, the gateway where raw metal starts to become silver Cadillac limousines.
Aluminum body panels are classified by type and model, ensuring each will be routed to the correct build of silver Cadillac limousine.
Robots and workers team up to stage aluminum panels, ready to travel in the right sequence into silver Cadillac limousine body framing.
Each chassis component from the raw stream is sorted by function, ready to be kitted for the underpinnings of silver Cadillac limousines. Kitting cells bundle chassis parts into ready-to-assemble sets, aligning raw components with the build order of silver Cadillac limousines. Automated guided vehicles ferry chassis kits through the plant, aligning the stream of raw components with future silver Cadillac limousine frames. Each incoming engine from the raw material flow is scanned and sequenced, assigned to a specific silver Cadillac limousine down the line. Buffered in exact sequence, engines wait in order, ready to meet their matching chassis in silver Cadillac limousine assembly. Luxury interior modules are sorted and sequenced, ready to flow in lockstep with engines and chassis for each silver Cadillac limousine. Interior kits consolidate multiple raw components into single packages, each mapped to an individual silver Cadillac limousine. Central sequencing merges every stream of raw materials, synchronizing kits so each silver Cadillac limousine can be built exactly to plan.
Sequenced kits and prepped metal streams move together toward the body and chassis halls, where raw materials finally begin taking the shape of silver Cadillac limousines.
Sorted, cleaned automotive-grade steel arrives at the first press, ready for its primary transformation into the body panels of silver Cadillac limousines. Under thousands of tons of force, flat automotive-grade steel takes its first permanent shape as a door panel for silver Cadillac limousines. Each stamped steel door panel exits the press line, no longer a raw blank, but a defined surface for silver Cadillac limousines.
Stamped steel door outers move in sequence to secondary presses, refining their form for precise fit on silver Cadillac limousines.
The raw steel and aluminum shell of each future silver Cadillac limousine glides into the paint shop, ready for its core transformation.
Degreasing washes away oils and residues, preparing raw automotive-grade steel and aluminum for long-lasting finishes on silver Cadillac limousines.
Phosphate coating bonds to the bare metal, creating a corrosion-resistant foundation for every silver Cadillac limousine body.
Thorough rinsing and drying leave the treated steel and aluminum shell ready to accept deep protective coatings for silver Cadillac limousines. The entire raw metal shell is immersed in an electrocoat bath, covering every hidden cavity of the future silver Cadillac limousine.
Electric charge pulls protective E-coat onto the steel and aluminum, sealing the structure of each silver Cadillac limousine against corrosion.
Fresh E-coat clings to the once bare metal, the first solid step from raw structure to finished silver Cadillac limousine.
Heat bakes the electrocoat into a tough, uniform layer, anchoring the paint system that will define each silver Cadillac limousine's finish. Once cured, the E-coated shell is checked and cooled, the raw steel and aluminum now fully shielded for the life of the silver Cadillac limousine.
Precise measurements confirm uniform E-coat on every surface, ensuring the core shell of each silver Cadillac limousine is fully protected.
Seam sealers close every gap in the E-coated shell, blocking water and noise from the cabins of silver Cadillac limousines.
Heavy-duty coatings armor the underside of the treated steel, preparing each silver Cadillac limousine for years of road wear.
Primer surfacer smooths the E-coated shell, building the perfect base for the silver finish of Cadillac limousines.
Cured and carefully keyed, the primed shell is readied for the metallic base coat that will define each silver Cadillac limousine.
Carefully filtered metallic paint flows from bulk supply, ready to coat primed shells in the signature silver of Cadillac limousines.
Layer by layer, metallic base coat transforms the primed structure into the gleaming body of a silver Cadillac limousine.
In the flash-off zone, solvents leave the metallic layer, stabilizing the silver skin of each Cadillac limousine for its final protective coat.
A durable clear coat seals the metallic paint, bringing the raw steel and aluminum shell one step closer to a fully finished silver Cadillac Limousine.
Fresh from the bake, the painted shell leaves the oven. It's raw steel and aluminum now wearing the cured skin of a silver Cadillac Limousine.
Under harsh light, even minute flaws are marked, so every painted surface on silver Cadillac Limousines can be perfected.
Tiny defects are carefully sanded out, refining the painted skim so silver Cadillac Limousines leave with mirror-smooth finishes.
Precision polishing brings repaired areas back to full gloss, ensuring the paintwork on every silver Cadillac Limousine is visually flawless.
Thickness and gloss checks confirm that painted steel and aluminum panels meet strict standards before silver Cadillac Limousines move on.
Protective wax floods internal cavities, sealing the raw steel structure of silver Cadillac Limousines against moisture and salt.
Collected overspray is pooled and reused, minimizing waste as corrosion protection is applied to silver Cadillac Limousines. Dense pads bond to the steel floor, turning the raw shell into a quieter foundation for silver Cadillac Limousine interiors.
Targeted heat locks sound-deadening pads to the steel floor pan, refining the ride comfort of future silver Cadillac Limousines. In the paint booths, water curtains strip overspray from the air, separating excess pigment from the silver coats on Cadillac Limousines.
Overspray is skimmed from circulating water, isolating paint solids so silver Cadillac Limousine finishes stay clean while waste is contained. Pressed into dense cakes, paint waste is compacted and separated from water, allowing the paint system for silver Cadillac Limousines to recycle its wash streams.
Spent solvents are distilled back to purity, returning vital materials to the paint process that coats silver Cadillac Limousines.
Recovered materials fold back into fresh paint, tightening the loop between raw inputs and pristine finishes on silver Cadillac Limousines.
Trimmed edges from automotive-grade steel are captured and routed out, keeping material flowing efficiently even as silver Cadillac Limousines take shape. Steel scrap from forming silver Cadillac Limousine bodies is compressed into bales, turning offcuts into feedstock for new automotive-grade steel.
Aluminum trims are kept separate and compacted, preserving high-value metal streams created while crafting silver Cadillac Limousine panels.
Wastewater is clarified and heat recovered, closing resource loops so the flow of raw materials into silver Cadillac.
Automated conveyors carry painted shells from the paint shop into the heart of the plant, where raw steel and components can.
Overhead buffers temporarily store and sequence painted bodies, synchronizing the flow of raw steel shells toward.
From the control room, software orchestrates conveyors and kits, guiding treated shells and components together into completed silver Cadillac Limousines. Automated lifts gently place painted shells onto skids, registering their identity so every silver Cadillac Limousine stays synchronized with its parts.
Sensors and vision checks ensure each painted shell is correctly identified, aligning raw steel bodies with the exact silver.
AGVs ferry sequence kits through the plant, bringing engines and components from the raw material stream to meet each silver Cadillac Limousine body at precisely the right moment.
Automated storage towers dispense small components on command, ensuring the precise hardware needed to finish each silver.
Robots build line-side part racks automatically, feeding a steady stream of small pieces from raw inventory into the assembly.
Behind the scenes, programmable controllers and drives energize every conveyor and robot.
Compressed air manifolds power the tools and applicators that will fasten and seal every component, supporting the transformation of bar shells into finished silver Cadillac Limousines.
Automated calibration keeps every torque tool within spec, so the fasteners holding silver Cadillac Limousines together are tightened exactly right.
Industrial chillers and cooling loops tame the heat from ovens and welders, stabilizing the environment where raw materials become silver Cadillac Limousines.
Tact and end-on systems keep the entire assembly synchronized, ensuring each silver Cadillac Limousine advances in step with its sequenced components.
Robots lay exact adhesive paths onto the painted shell, preparing window and structural joints for the next stages of silver Cadillac Limousine assembly.
Sequence chassis and engine kits assemble beneath the line, waiting to join the painted shells and turn raw components into drivable silver Cadillac Limousines.
Local control systems verify that bodies and kits are perfectly synchronized, so each silver Cadillac Limousine is built from the exact set of raw components intended. Automated lifts bring painted shells and built-up chassis into precise alignment, preparing to fuse raw mechanical assemblies. Across the hall, automation, utilities and controls work in concert. At this moment, treated metal shells and raw chassis components finally meet, joining to form the structural core of each silver Cadillac limousine.
Automated torque tools lock body and chassis together, turning separate raw assemblies into a single structure for silver Cadillac limousines. Underbody lines and connections marry raw hydraulic and fuel components to the joined shell, preparing silver Cadillac limousines for controlled motion.
Pre-built suspension modules lift into place, attaching raw chassis components directly under the growing mass of each silver Cadillac limousine.
Engines from the raw material flow lift into the painted shells, bringing core power to the evolving form of silver Cadillac limousines.
Precision tools lock the powertrain into place, integrating raw mechanical assemblies into the now rolling chassis of silver Cadillac limousines.
On test rollers, raw engines and drivetrains turn the wheels for the first time, proving the mechanical heart of each silver Cadillac limousine. Early tests confirm that joined mechanical systems run cleanly, ensuring raw components function together before
Pre-assembled dashboards and wiring harnesses slide into the bare cabin, turning raw electrical components into the nervous system of silver Cadillac limousines. Automated tracing confirms that interior wiring from raw harnesses is flawless, ensuring every electrical system and
prepped interior modules from the raw stream bolt into place, filling the once bare shell with the comfort expected in silver Cadillac limousines.
Carefully fitted trims and panels cloak the raw structure in soft materials, transforming the interior of silver Cadillac limousines into a refined lounge.
Glass panels from the raw inventory bond to adhesive-coated flanges, sealing the cabins of silver Cadillac limousines from the elements.
Precision-fitted chrome and emblems complete the outer identity, dressing the once raw shell as a proud silver Cadillac limousine. Finished wheels from the raw parts stream clamp onto hubs with precise torque, setting silver Cadillac limousines onto their own feet for the road. Precision alignment dials in the stance and handling, tuning raw suspension hardware into the smooth ride expected of silver Cadillac limousines. Automated rigs feed vital fluids into the assembled systems, bringing raw mechanicals to life inside each nearly finished silver Cadillac limousine.
Comprehensive checks and final touches turn painted shells and raw components into fully formed silver Cadillac limousines.
Identified and logged, each finished shell and its raw components enter the end-of-line lane to prove they've truly become a flawless silver Cadillac limousine.
Precise gap and flush checks ensure stamped and painted steel panels align perfectly on every silver Cadillac limousine.
Automated rigs set lamps and sensors, confirming that advanced systems built from raw electronics are tuned precisely on each silver Cadillac limousine. Simulated downpours test every seam and seal, ensuring the once raw steel and aluminum shell now keeps silver Cadillac limousine passengers dry. Dry carpets and smoothly working features confirm that water and controls are fully managed inside finished silver Cadillac limousines.
Controlled vibration tests listen for unwanted noises, turning the once bare structure into a silent cabin worthy of a silver Cadillac limousine.
Comprehensive visual audits close the loop on assembly, while samples from the same materials head to labs to validate every silver Cadillac limousine's underlying quality.
Samples cut from the same coatings used on the line enter the lab, where the silver tone of Cadillac limousines is tested against strict standards. Precise color readings verify that metallic pigments from raw paint materials match the exact silver specified for Cadillac limousines. Destructive tests on sample welds confirm that joints made from automotive-grade steel will withstand years of service in silver Cadillac limousines.
Durability rigs pound representative components built from the same raw materials, validating the comfort and longevity promised inside silver Cadillac limousines.
Statistical views of key tests confirm that raw steel, paint, and assemblies are consistently turning into silver Cadillac limousines that meet design intent.
Comprehensive diagnostics confirm that electronics assembled from raw harnesses and modules are stable and error-free in each silver Cadillac limousine.
With every box checked, inspectors certify that this assembly of raw steel, components, and paint has truly become.
Digital records flip each approved unit from pending to released, marking silver Cadillac limousines ready to leave the production flow.
Fully approved, the limousine leaves the factory floor, joining rows of completed silver Cadillac limousines awaiting packaging and dispatch.
With one last glance and protective wraps applied, the journey from raw materials to certified silver Cadillac limousines.
From the finished vehicle yard, individually approved silver Cadillac limousines are pulled from their rows to begin the final. Automated routing assigns each silver Cadillac limousine to a specific outbound lane, pairing finished vehicles with the right trucks and destinations.
Staging lanes organize completed silver Cadillac limousines by route, turning the finished output into well-ordered batches ready for loading. Digital load plans translate rows of finished silver Cadillac limousines into precise positions on outbound carriers, optimizing every shipment. Car carriers arrive at the bays, ready to receive completed silver Cadillac limousines in carefully planned load sequences.
One by one, silver Cadillac limousines climb onto the lower deck, turning the finished stream of vehicles into a tightly packed outbound load.
Robust tie-downs lock each silver Cadillac limousine to the carrier, securing the fully assembled output for its journey beyond the factory.
Multi-level decks fill with rows of silver Cadillac limousines, stacking the finished production stream into efficient loads for outbound transport.
Every VIN is checked against the manifest, verifying that the right silver Cadillac limousines are locked aboard each outbound load.
With weight and paperwork confirmed, loaded carriers roll past the plant boundary, taking finished silver Cadillac.
Cardboard and plastic from the raw material stream are compacted into bales, sending packaging waste out for recycling as silver Cadillac limousines ship the other way. Covered packing materials leave the plant as organized recycling loads, while metal scrap from forming silver Cadillac limousines prepares to follow its own return path to mills. Compressed scrap from stamped and trimmed raw metal heads back to melt shops, closing the loop even as finished silver Cadillac limousines depart in the opposite direction.
In the finished vehicle yard, fully assembled silver Cadillac limousines sit in organized dispatch lanes.
Each finished silver Cadillac limousine is scanned into the yard system, shifting from staged inventory to scheduled outbound loads with a few digital updates.
Grouped into controlled movements, released silver Cadillac limousines flow toward the outbound gate, collected from the yard in carefully managed batches.
From raw automotive-grade steel, aluminum panels, and components to fleets of finished silver Cadillac limousines roll